Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jersey. Today we are back with another Palia plot and house tour, and we are back on an update tour of this amazing plot, the Temple of the Sun. Now, this is designed by our good friend Genki Colin, and I'm so excited to be here. What has been updated, what has been done, because Genki Colin is such an amazing designer, and I can't wait to see what has been done. And thank you so much for the invitation to come back here once again. Now, as you can see, if you remember the very first time that we did this tour of this temple, it was amazing. One of the biggest things is the way she's using all the building blocks to create this amazing temple. So right now we're here in the daytime. We are turning the camera around, and look already how more fuller, how most vivid. Look at all the trees, look at all the platform, all the rocks, everything just looks wonderful. And that is one of the biggest things that I always so amazed when I come to see something from Genki, is how she utilizes everything, all the way from the tree to the flower to the bushes, and now it's even more full because of the allocated new item limit. And I can tell such a big difference already when it comes to this specific temple, and my goodness, it just all looks so good. All right, so as you can see, we were panning the camera around a couple of times there, but now we're gonna start walking it. And look at the initial temple. One of the things that I really like about this is the way the pathway is just going straight, and it curves, and it has this natural feel to it, natural curve that is just very beautiful to look at. Now, at the same time, it's still guiding you to where you need to go. And look what happened as we get closer right over here. Look at the beautiful archway. This is something that is one of the biggest takeaway to this day to me when it comes to her temple design. I just love this beautiful fountain that's being done right here. I really love the way all of the, plus there's a little, Palia magic going on in here to make this fountain look the way it looks, but it looks absolutely stunning right here with the archway, with the fire and the beautiful design. And as you can see, again, something that I really love is this copper and stone platforms right here, and you can see how they clip each other, and that clipping right there gives it such a nice detail. It's something little extra, but again, it just takes those design to the next level. Now, we're going to start going over here. Now, from this angle right over here, I still love that design. The floating sun in the sky. This is part why there is a sun temple over here, the temple of the sun, because there's something up there. I mean, if that was real life and you see something like that, of course, you're going to build something like a temple to worship that. It's just amazing. I really love that. And again, it's just a beautiful design, the fire and everything. It just, again, it's amazing how she did that, and it's just floating in the air. I love that. Now, if we look at more details when it comes to the temple, look at all the extra copper. And I feel like from the last time that we were here, I do feel like there is such much more copper now, and it just really stands out, especially again because it's the temple of the sun. And I think the copper with the stone really makes every stand out so beautifully. Now, something also that we need to take account is this beautiful lamps right here. All these lamps right here just are spectacular again for this type of temple. And then all the fire that you can finding around, it's just unbelievable, truly unbelievable. Okay, so we're gonna continue to walk, and that over there is one of the new areas that we're here to see right over there, but we're not gonna look at it just yet. I still wanna walk and see, just in case you never saw part one, that you can enjoy this new look. Now, over here, we get the beautiful entryway of this temple. And again, I love this temple design because it's not just a building and walls and all that, but it's the extra detail that's being put in here. It's the way she's manipulating the stone, the way she's doing the accent with all the copper. I mean, just on the stair alone is beautiful and stunning. And then talk about the columns right over here. Look at these columns right here. the way everything is edging out to make that beautiful design. And again, this is something that I fell in love the very first time we come over here, and I still love it to this day. It's just absolutely beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna go over here and we're gonna start going on to the temple. And as you can see, I love the roof design when it comes to the towers right over here. We're gonna go underneath. We get this beautiful archway that, again, it's just all the items that she's using here are just perfect. Perfect harmony, creating this beautiful space. And then as we go up, then we get this right here. Again, we talked about this last time when we did this tour, but what amazing view this is. And you know what is even epic is that circle in the background. You see the fire, but then she put that orange tree behind it, and it just makes it look like it's so blazing. And again, if we got the sun, and if you look at the copper, again, look at the copper inside the squares of the stone, you get like the sun rays. It's just absolutely amazing. And once you get up here, you just get this beautiful temple, this beautiful view. We get the beautiful trees. Now you get the towers. We get the watchtower over there that you can see. We get another kind of like a little shrine thing over here. This is a great place. It's built to perfection. And once again, it truly is perfection in my eyes. I can't explain how amazing and perfect this is, especially the composition, again, because you go from one circle to another circle to the entryway and everything just lines up perfect. It's just beautiful picture moment right there. As you can see over here, this is kind of like the little towers design. I love how she did it. You see how we got the stones and we got the roofing going around in a circle. We got the beautiful lamps, and then we get the fountains in the bottom, and a beautiful place to see if you need to see, bend down, do the things that you need to do when you come to a temple, right? Now, when we come back over here, it just keeps getting better and better and better every time that we see this. And look at this. And again, the temple feels more full. It feels like there is even more stuff than ever before. And once again, look at this. I love the statue. I love all the gold and the copper. And then you see the benches. The great thing about those benches, sofa right there on the side, is because you had this eagle in the side. So, and it looks like it's just railways from this angle. It looks like you just got like a little railway, right? What a beautiful composition. Again, using those items. And again, look at the little pillars, look at the lanterns, look at the copper. It's just everything works together so beautifully. It is one of my favorite places that I've been. It's one of my favorite builds, and I really just love everything. Look at all the gems, the fire again when you get closer, and it's just beautiful. And then when you turn the camera around, you even get a beautiful view right over here from the other side. And again, I love this work. I love this work. And look at all the lanterns when you come down. Look at the size. Look at right there, the carpet. Look at how beautiful she made that design. It's just stunning work. The other thing I like as you're walking, right, is the little piles of leaves. Again, gives you that beautiful touch that nature is really real here. Everything is flowing down. Amazing. And then we get the other tower. Now, this tower over here helps you see what's going on the air. So a very beautiful design, kind of your astrological, I don't know the English word, but you know, you're just looking at the star, seeing everything. I love the posters. I love all the design right here. Again, just such a beautiful composition. And then you can sit right here and then take a view of that. I mean, even the way things are precise, you know, to really take in the idea and the storytelling. Like I just go like this and look at that. That's so cool. That is just so cool. I love it. I love it so much. And again, all the items that she's using, the little scrolls, the poster, everything. And I really like that little blue atmosphere inside here. The white chair is perfect. And oh man, and look at the little design on the top over here. We even got like a little pockets of skylights. It's just, again, I love this. I love this. And I wish one day stuff when items clips like this is somehow the game would not glitch, you know? So many beautiful builds and we still get the glitching. Is I wish that was something that it could be fixed. It's been a while. Maybe it can never be fixed. But I hope that it could get fixed, right? Now, we have a way to go down into the inside of the temple from the bottom. So look at this beautiful staircase and look at, oh my gosh, look at this little detail right here with the shelving and the little plants. Oh my goodness. Genki, she's just stealing the show. She's just stealing the show. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's go this way. And look at how beautiful all of this is. Now the staircase again, just absolutely stunning with all the copper just going around. I love the extra touch of green. And then we get the inside, the display, all the stuff right here. It's just stunning. You know, and when it comes to decoration, this is something that, you know, for a lot of people, it's really hard. You know, how to decorate, how many items to use, how you place everything, you know, and people got such a knack for this ability when it comes to decorating, like putting all those little flower pots in the floors like that. Like my mind doesn't even, I can't think like that. You know, it doesn't work like that. And look at over here. Look at this. Look at how beautiful this arrangement you get. You get the rice bowl. It's just absolutely beautiful. And look at over here. I just love all of this. It's just all so beautiful. Look at this design here. I mean, and everything is just in the proper place. And then you got so many items and everything still feels so open and spacious. I mean, look at this seating area. Look at the elevation, the way she's creating it with the elevation going on over here and everything going on it's just wonderful. Truly wonderful. And then when you come on this side, we get this beautiful archway. Now, I like that how she's making this archway with the curtain and the frame, right? And it really makes it feel like you're going through a door right here. I love it. I love it. Now, we get inside of the tower, right? Right over there is on the top. That is where they're using the telescope so you can look at the sky. And then when you come down here, we got this beautiful sitting room area right over here. It's almost also like a place where maybe they're gonna do a meeting or they're getting together and all the members are sitting and the person stand here and they're talking. It just has that type of feeling. I really love this. And again, the accent of the copper, I feel like there's definitely more copper than the last time I was here. And I think having those extra item limit, she has been able to put all these extra details when it comes to the copper in the bill. And it's not like she's overdoing it either. It's really accenting the bill. Man, my goodness. And look at the outside over here. And look at that vine just kind of like growing on the side. We got another vine growing over here. You got, again, like the branches of the vine just growing all over the place. Stunning, stunning. And just such a beautiful tower, by the way. Such a beautiful tower. Okay, so when we go up over here, we're going to go up. We're going to come this way. And then again, this is our areas that we have been from the first tour, and you can watch that if you want to come back, watch that very first tour. But just giving you a little glimpse right over here. I really love this. I love when people do this little frame and like that way it's measured out so you can stand right here and kind of enjoy it. Oh no, it left. It still detects. I was hoping it was perfect, like you walk over here and it won't fly away. Well, I've been to places that is actually perfection, and when you stand here, they don't fly away. But this, again, what a beautiful build. Look at that. And again, a beautiful kind of gazebo right over there. I love the opening And again, temple of the sun. So you got the openings and just the light just coming in right in through there. Now, something that we didn't get to finish to look at also when it comes to the temple right over here is actually the other side, right? So that is the way out, but we do have a back way right over here for the temple. So when you come over here, now one of the first things that I personally noticed that I really love is that tree. The placement of the tree is just absolutely beautiful. And now the way she's using the trees here, again, it just complements everything because she's using this warm tone that really matches the copper. So the orange and the copper, it just flows together so nicely. Again, it's Genki. She's doing amazing things here. And then look at these columns. One of my favorite things that she has done in this temple is truly these columns. I can't emphasize it enough. They're just stunning. I love the height here because when you walk out, it feels tall, it feels massive. It just feels, again, like a beautiful temple design. And look at that. I love the height. I love this veil. It's just stunning. And as the nighttime gets here now, and everything is starting to slowly change, and you see all the lights turning on, my goodness, you gotta come here, okay? You gotta come and type it in. You gotta come visit. If you want to see the other stuff, right, like outside of the temple, you gotta come over here. You gotta come check it out, okay? Now over here we got the beautiful tree, and I love the floating lanterns. Again, a little more of that Palia magic that we all love. And then look at the breeze, and then you see the fire as it's just, oh my gosh, it's just stunning. And the lighting, it's just so good. And look at all the beautiful candles and the lamps, and then this design right here going around, again, the copper and the stone. KayKay has really done so. You know, this is an updated tour for the actual temple parts, but my goodness, it truly, and she told me that, you know, she used all the items, she filled it in, and the reason why she did kind of like updated tour, because there's a new thing that she added that we're gonna go see, but she also utilized all the extra items to really bring this temple even more detail. And that's, you know, it shows. It really shows. I really love this outer doors right here. Look at the way she's doing all the framing here. This is one of those doors that has so much detail, but again, look at the copper outline, and then the doors are facing like this. It just feels so real. It feels so real. It's just feel so real. Okay, now look at that. This is one of the newest things that we're coming here to see right here. So she wanted to do this like automated calendar that is kind of like, it has all these gears and wheel, and it's supposed to turn, and it adjusts with the space and the moons and the stars and all of that. And she told me about the idea, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see that. And my goodness, Genki, I'm just blown away. And I mean, look at, again, there's my favorite pillars right there. Look at the fire on the top. Look at the way she's using the plants, the bushes, the trees, everything to bring this to life. And imagine these gears are actually moving. Of course, this is Palia, so they're not actually turning, but those are gear pieces that are supposed to be doing the turn and the turn. So one is turning this way, one is turning this way inside the circle here, and then you got like this library at the same time for people are doing studies and all of that. And it's just absolutely, and this is kind of like a great idea to add to the sun temple, because it's like this is also keeping track of the sun, right? And it's because it's part of the sun temple, so they're just here, and this is just kind of like following a calendar. I again, I love it. And then the way she's using the decoration with all the scrolls, the books over here to keep track of what's been going on and keeping the records of the Sun Temple. You know, it's the Temple of the Sun. What can I say? The build is absolutely stunning, and then it gives you the temple view right there. I mean, that is so impressive. And again, to build this, I mean, look at that. I don't know what it takes. Some of this stuff feels like it's floating in the air. I'm just gonna say, you know, Genki just going way beyond. Look at that back. Look at that. And look how she's using the fountain backwards so we can get that ball that is floating in the air on the opposites, like on the bottom, because that is important, because that is part of the design. As all the gears are spinning and spinning, then you get like the ball, and then it's just keeping track of everything. It's just unbelievable. And I hope that I'm explaining all of this correctly, because I did get privileged to see the picture that that she's basing this idea on. But it's just, again, something so unique that I never seen being done in Palia, and I really love this. It just brings you a smile. And look at the lamp. I mean, the other thing is the lighting on the back to really illuminate it. Just outstanding. Outstanding. Completely brilliant. Completely outstanding. Brilliant. I mean, and that is one of the, I'm really trying to get my hand around it, like how she did it, but truly epic, truly spectacular. And you outdid yourself, Genki. You truly outdid yourself. And then again, if you come over here and visit the plot, you get to see all the beautiful decoration that is part of this temple. And then just because it is part of the main temple, I'm going to show you this right here. This is like the work building right here. And as you can see, she has enclosed one of the Palia buildings to create this beautiful outdoor building. And look at how perfect this is. And look at the pumpkin patch right here. It's just, again, Genki, you have a touch to make things feel so realistic, and that is something that it just draws me in, right? I love the realism of builds. And again, it's just this temple, your build always bring so much realism, so much detail. And then you go over here and then you get to the workstation area, and look at it again. You see, this is what I'm saying. Look at the back. Again, she incorporates this beautiful sun design. Again, you know, with everywhere we go, right? And you're a master with the copper, okay? Let's just say that you're a master. I mean, my goodness. And what a beautiful workstation area. Something that I really like and I've been enjoying by this tour is just everything feels so open, so spacious, but it's full. There's a lot of items, there's a lot of stuff, there's a lot of pieces, but I never feel cramped. I feel comfortable that I can work, but nothing ever feels empty. It's just, again, she's using all the items to the absolute limit right now. She used every spot, and I can tell, and this place looks better than ever. And look at that outdoor. I love the position of this, right? Because you grab it, you put it here, you hit it, put it here, and again, to bring it over here. Little blacksmith, and then the coal back there. Come on. Just absolutely amazing, truly, absolutely amazing, Genki. And for the reason we're here, it was to see this. And I really hope that you enjoyed this updated tour, you know, especially the main temple stuff. The main temple is, again, amazing. And this, amazing. And Genki, thank you. Thank you for the smile. Thank you for your design, your attention to detail, and the labor of love, because truly this is absolutely special, stunning, amazing. And now we gotta talk so you can explain how you did this, how you did that, okay? All right, and everyone that's watching, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you all in the next one. All right, guys, see you later. Bye.
Every day, Palia, Palia.